Hello and happy Monday to you. Thanks for joining us for Up to Speed Live. Today we have a very special guest joining us live. Mr. Craig Silliman will be joining us in just a few moments. As an EVP, Craig heads both our legal and public policy teams, currently also serving as interim head of HR. So the man wears many hats and does it with ease, I might add. Craig will be talking to us about our COVID plans and work forward today. But before we get to Mr. Silliman, some news to share with you. We are monitoring a few different crises right now, and of course, as we always say, we run to them. So let's start with the wildfires in the West, particularly California, Montana, Oregon, Washington. Our network team is working to keep everyone online there. We are offering data relief to our customers affected by the Dixie Fire in Northern California. Now, we are also keeping an eye on two storms in the Atlantic. We've got Tropical Storm Fred expected to come ashore in the Florida Panhandle. Lots of rain, possible storm surges there. We'll be watching that. Tropical Depression Grace is headed towards the Dominican Republic and Haiti. Haiti, of course, already coping with a very strong earthquake there. And of course, we'll keep you posted on whether the customers in that area will receive data relief there as well. We are keeping everyone affected in our thoughts, of course, and encourage you to donate to the V2V Fund. This is the Employee Relief Fund, of course, to help your fellow V-teamers in a time of need. And also, as a reminder, you can also check out the Emergency Resource Center to find the latest details on our emergency response. Now, over the weekend, race fans were pumped to watch all the action unfold at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, where Verizon driver Will Power won top honors on Saturday. I love that man's name. And of course, our Verizon 5G was center stage. Let's check out some of the scenes. Now, through our partnership with GoPro, these magical behind-the-scenes images brought race fans straight to the track. As you see there, the 5G team very excited. Fans were able to follow along on social for NASCAR and IndyCar races. I swear these GoPro angles are so cool. Now, the power of Verizon 5G enables content editing and upload with speeds as fast as the action on the track. We also showcased our awesome frictionless store at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So lots for race fans to cheer for, and just one of the many reasons why there is only one best network. And with that, we're going to turn now to our live guest. And as we mentioned at the top of the show, a leader who wears many hats, does it with ease, and does it with compassion. Mr. Craig Silliman, welcome to Up to Speed. Now, I want to clear the air here, Craig. The last time you were on was during earnings. You mentioned something about, me maybe, kind of fixing the earnings call there so that intern Audie does all the work. Now, I take exception to that, Craig, but that said, welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah, I thought you were never going to invite me back. After I kind of teased you that Audie, the intern, was doing a harder job than you. I actually had to take on another job, I figured, to get invited onto Up to Speed. But hey, by the way, joking aside, the interns were impressive, weren't they? I mean, that was, I think we've just come to the end of that season, but they were fantastic. They were so impressive. I thought,
absolutely.
It's so kind of cool watching, people at that stage, where they're kind of learning and thinking about what they want to do in their careers. So very cool. I'm actually thinking when I retire, I want to come back. Maybe I'll come full cycle and I'll apply for an internship with you, Andy. I wouldn't be as talented as those interns. Like, you wouldn't put me on Up to Speed or anything, but I could do something. Like I could come to your dressing room right before, knock on the gold star and Mr. Choi, 5 minutes to airtime, Mr. Choi. Or I could help manage your throngs of adoring fans. No, madam. Mr. Choi did not sign your baby's forehead. But here's a signed autograph suitable for framing. See? Just keep me in mind, Andy. I think I've got what it takes.
I like these ideas. I think we may need to kind of re-up the supply of the 8x10 glossies, which we don't have. But Craig, you can always organize the bowl of red M&Ms that I always ask for before the show there. Thank you so much.
So
it's always great to.
I got a few things on my plate right now, Andy, but once I'm done with these, that's my aspiration.
Okay, so let's talk about those few things. As we mentioned, Craig, you wear many hats. And so before we dive into details, though, I do want to start. I know it was It was a big week last week, lots of change. And of course, all over the world, we're tracking COVID-19 and wanted you to kind of give our V-teamers a sense of how we're tracking COVID right now and our current response strategy.
Yeah, the great thing about this team, and by this team, I mean the cross-functional team that has been our COVID response team from day one of COVID. We've been monitoring every development all around the world. We've been monitoring the guidance from health officials. So we have been ready at every stage for any development. So yeah, as the Delta variant has been taking off, it's certainly provided some unwelcome developments in terms of the COVID world that we've all been dealing with. But the good news is we're prepared. We've been prepared all throughout, and we're prepared for whatever twists and turns the COVID variants continue to throw at us, because our COVID response team is just such a fantastic, well-prepared group. So we're ready, Randy.
Yeah, and there's a lot, of course, to think about when it comes to the Delta variant, and the HR team, is on top of that, of course. Talk to us about what changes may be taking place based on this Delta variant and what we can expect as employees.
Yeah, it's a great question, Andy. And so last week we met with Hans and the rest of the VLC, and we decided on really two policy changes that I want to announce today. So first, we have been working on Work Forward, of course, for several months. We have about 70,000 people around the world who've been going through training, getting their badges on the new hybrid way of working as we move forward. And we had announced that once everyone got their badges, we encourage people to come into the office, but they wouldn't be required to come into the office on their new established schedules until after Labor Day on September 7th. Well, given what's going on with COVID-19, given what's going on with the Delta variant, we have now decided to push that back by about 2 months to November 1st. So November 1st is a Monday. So that week of November 1st is the new date where we will be required to come into the office on our new schedules. That's in the U.S. If you are outside the U.S., we'll be communicating on a country-by-country basis, depending on the specific circumstances there. And everywhere, again, the offices are open, they're available. You can come in the interim, but you won't be required in the U.S. to come in until November 1st. Now, for our associates who are working from home, our current agreements with the unions run through September 30th. So we'll be talking to the unions about what happens after September 30th. So that's policy change number one. For those of you who are in a hybrid working environment, if you've received your badge, we previously told you we wanted you in the office by September 7th, starting that week of September 7th. Now we're pushing that back to the week of November 1st. So the second policy change we're making has to do with our masking policies. And we've seen a lot of studies about the importance of masks in really helping contain the spread of the Delta variant. So beginning immediately, if you work in one of our retail stores, while you're on the store floor, you'll be required to wear a mask. If you're in the back of the store and you're able to distance from your colleagues, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you're on the store floor where you really can't distance, you'll be required to wear a mask. If you are working in one of our offices, likewise, if you are in a situation where you can't distance from people, if you're in a smaller conference room, if you're passing people in the halls, if you're going down to the food hall, you'll be required to wear a mask. So those are the new policies. A little change on the return to office and our new Work Forward way of working on a mandatory basis, and then new masking policies here effective immediately. For those of you in the retail stores, over the next couple of days, the retail teams will be working on the comms and the new signage and getting those out to you to implement that here in the days to come.
Craig, thank you. And of course, with many of these Work Forward updates, there's a lot of details there. We will, of course, if you're watching the replay, my guess is you will be scrolling back to this section as well as taking a look at the story copy. But once again, November 1st is the date we'll be looking at. And of course, it's funny, Craig, I was kind of putting all my masks away for a while there, but I'll have them back. And of course, you're going to see a lot of it around here. You already see the folks who are in here wearing masks and really thinking about that. And it's kind of, the way that we've even positioned this show, Craig, where you're virtual and I'm here in the office. I mean, this is sort of the reality that we've been juggling. And certainly it's not a perfect situation, but it's one that so many V-Teamers across the world are starting to really do well in and thrive in. And we continue to do that. Following up on some of the protocol here, I know there's been a lot of talk about the vaccine, of course, and so many people, their thoughts and opinions differ on that vaccine there. Does Verizon anticipate the mandating of vaccines?
Yeah, that's a great question, Andy. And in all of these things, as I said at the outset, we are constantly monitoring the guidance from the public health officials. They're the real experts in this area. We currently do not have any general mandate for vaccines in the company. We are actively considering all our options in that area. But as we've said many, many times, even without a mandate, we encourage you to get a vaccine. The science is clear out there. The vaccine is effective in reducing the chances of you getting COVID. And it also is becoming increasingly clear that if you do get the COVID, you will be less severely impacted if you have the vaccine. So we encourage everyone to get the vaccines. Not a current mandate right now. We're considering whether we may change that guidance. But right now, we want to encourage you to get the vaccine. And if you have any questions, talk to your healthcare provider about the benefits of the vaccines. I think that's important. Get the answers for yourself. Get them from your healthcare professionals. And if there are any changes in that guidance, we'll be back here to let you know.
Yeah, and that knowledge, of course, so empowering for every individual to keep talking about this, thinking about this with their loved ones, and of course, your colleagues. Craig, you mentioned about what's happening in the stores and the mask usage. So let's talk, focus for a moment to our V-teamers in the field, in the stores. These are teammates who, from the beginning, have really stepped up to say, I'm going to serve my customers in some of the most intimate ways that we can think of here in the company. What should that team, what should those field teams, our retail store teammates, what should they be thinking about right now?
Yeah, once again, I'll come back to where I started. It's health and safety. For us, the number one principle is how do we look out for your health and safety? And I want to encourage you to make sure that you are looking after your own health and safety, not just for yourself, but for your family and your friends, right? It's important that you take care of yourself, that you protect yourself. That may be getting vaccinated, also with masks. By the way, you talked about the hats I wear. One of them is supply chain, and we have a good supply of masks. We'll make sure everyone has the masks they need to protect themselves, because that's most important. What we do every day is so vital in keeping people connected, serving those customers. But if you're not healthy, you can't do that. You have to care for yourself first in order to serve those customers. So we wake up every day thinking about your health and safety, and I'd encourage you to do the same. Do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Get vaccinated, wear masks, and let's make sure we're all being safe out there.
Absolutely. It's a testament to our HR team, always with us from the very start of this pandemic, and it continues. If we can take a macro look at this, Craig, for a moment, you've got your Work Forward shirt on. So with all of these developments, obviously we've talked about shifting dates, the usage of masks. Are there any anticipated changes to the Work Forward program itself?
No, the main one is what I've just talked about, which is the shift back to the first week of November. But I think we want to always keep separate two things. One is our COVID response, and the other is Work Forward. Work Forward is more than about COVID. It is about a new way of working. It's about figuring out being where you need to be most effective in different kinds of work you're doing, for those of you who are in a hybrid environment. So this is about planning for the future of work. As I said, we've got about 70,000 people we've been putting through the training, and that training is more important than ever. As we're working in these hybrid environments, and we talked about this. We decided, should we be together today, or should we be kind of connecting by video? This week I'll be in the office several days. I'll be remote 1 or maybe 2 days. And we all need to understand how to work that way, how to manage that way. So really the training, we have fantastic training out there. Pay attention to it, use it to learn your skills. That moves forward. Work Forward is moving forward at pace. The only change is the required time to be back in the office on your schedules is now just shifted back by about 2 months.
Yeah, and I think the biggest challenge, I think, for everyone is this balancing of making sure, of course, you want to be safe and healthy for your families, for your colleagues, but also balancing the need to continue succeeding and moving the company forward, the business forward. And as someone who's been back in the office for some time, there are a few tips, for making this return to office easy, whether it's now or November 1st or beyond here. So just a few tips. Of course, you want to book a space if you are in the office. Before you come into the office, you reserve a desk, conference room, in the book a space tool. If it's available at your location, make sure you check in when you arrive. Those rooms, what we've done here in Basking Ridge has been fantastic to work these hybrid meetings. And you want to certify, of course. This goes for the entire company. Anytime you are working out of your home, you certify using that RTO tool. It is so important for you to use that when you're coming in. And just follow protocols, as Craig mentioned. Make sure you bring your badge to access your Verizon work location. Continue to refer to the COVID-19 employee resource page. Lots of information there. And of course, like I said, I thought we were done with these, but certainly having these handy, having these ready to go, just makes life for you and your colleagues that much better. And so Craig, I know it's been an emotional week for many of our HR colleagues, and I wanted to check in with you to see how the HR team's doing. Last week you stepped into the role of interim CHRO. How's it going so far? I know you had a great meeting with the HR team early last week. Just wanted to see your thoughts and your message for the HR team.
Yeah, absolutely. We often talk in this company about, Tammy's team or Ronan's team or Craig's team, but the key word in that is team, right? It's not about the individual leaders, it's about the team. And this HR team is just awesome. They're complete professionals. They didn't miss a beat. They're not going to miss a beat. And for me, it's such an honor and a privilege. I've worked with a lot of the HR leaders for many, many years, so I know them well. But like any team that you really are working more closely with, you get a chance to see at a much greater depth the talent, the number of projects that are going on, the professionalism, and just the genuinely good people on the team. And I feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. I have the most interesting and best job in the world because I get to work with so many different people and so many different groups. And every time I get to interact more deeply with a new group, like I have with the HR team, I get deeper into what they're doing. I realize it's incredibly complex. They pull it off with incredible professionalism. They're just top-notch pros. And like I said, just an absolute pleasure to work with. So for me, it's been a pleasure watching them up close, even just in a week. The way they have just not missed a beat on what's going on. And I'll tell you, my advice to everyone, like I said, I'm the luckiest person in the world because I get to work with all these different groups. Take time every once in a while to find your way out of the group you work in every day and meet someone in some other area you don't work with all the time. Just get to know them, get to know what their group does. I guarantee you will be impressed. This company is filled with incredible professionals in every area. And until you have a chance to work with them more closely or hear what they do, you don't always know that. And for me, the last week has been such a joy, again, seeing that with the HR team and just getting a whole renewed appreciation for how amazing that team is. So I thank them for what a great welcome they've given to me and how they've just not hit the ground running, but never missed a step throughout this whole transition in the last week.
Absolutely. It's just perfectly said, Craig. When you say team, you mean it. And when we say team, we mean it. And we truly do have the best HR team out there. Before we wrap things up, Craig, anything else you want to cover? Anything else you want to mention? I threw a lot at you, but I want to make sure that we get some final thoughts as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I do want to give a final thought because we've been talking about all these things, COVID and the Delta variants and things around when people are getting back into the office. And that's uncertainty, right? And that uncertainty leads to stress. I know a lot of people are feeling emotionally strained. They're feeling emotionally brittle. And if you feel that way, don't feel like you're alone. You are not alone. Many, many people feel like that. It's human nature to feel that way when there's so many things going on, so much uncertainty, things throwing you out of your cycle, and these threats of disease and whatnot. So a couple things. One is the company has resources here available to you. Take advantage of them. You're not alone. Many, many people feel the same way you do. The second thing is make sure you take time for yourself. If it's that week of vacation, that's great where you just unplug and rejuvenate. But sometimes it's just going out and walking around a block or maybe just stepping outside and taking a few deep breaths. But you can't do your best for Verizon if you're not doing what you need to for yourself. So take that time to care for yourself. We all need that. We need the time to rejuvenate, whether it's a week, whether it's a day, or even just a few moments. Take what you need, get back into yourself before you come back and engage with other people. Don't overstrain yourself. Make sure you take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of your loved ones and your customers and your family. So, Andy, thanks again for inviting me on. I appreciate you looking past my past teasing and inviting me back. It's a real pleasure, as always, to talk to you and spend time with you and share all this information with the whole feed team.
It is truly awesome to connect with you here. You are always invited. I'm sure we'll see you again very soon. But Craig, thank you very much. It is that compassion and guiding hand that we appreciate so much. And thank you once again for all you do for our company. Now, before we go, we've got some great content for you coming up this week, including an update tomorrow morning from our team at Skyward. So check out the Up to Speed that's coming out tomorrow morning. Also coming to you both on Twitter and on our Inside Verizon app, we've got a legendary music producer, Timbaland, joining us. Yes, that Timbaland. You may have seen on Twitter already. Timbaland released a new record called Endless Possibilities. And if you retweeted Verizon's post like I did, you received a special customized remix of the song. So keep your eyes peeled on our Inside Verizon Twitter handle and Inside Verizon app for a very special conversation with Timbaland. It's a great conversation. Really got to know a lot about him. And he was pretty impressed with my knowledge of his discography. I've been a fan for a very long time, but look for that. And of course, our big thanks to Craig. And really on this Monday, as we continue to move the world forward, our big thanks to all of you, the V team out there, for doing whatever it takes to make sure that we move the world forward. And with that, have a fantastic week. Thanks for watching. And until next time, you're up to speed.